Hey everybody. So today, Battle for Zendikar came out. After work today, I picked up the box for that. And today I think I'm going to do a sealed pool of this box. I want to keep 24 packs for a draft. Let me see, 8 times 3, yeah, 24 packs. And then my roommate and I typically do some fun, small pack wars. So that leaves me with 6 packs left. I'm like, let's just see what I can do with 6 packs in a sealed pool. There's actually a sealed event tomorrow, which I wish I could go to, but I cannot, as I'm having to replace a strut that broke. So not only do I have to go, but I get to spend $140 on a brand new strut. That's fun. I got the pre-release promo. This is the Ruinous Path promo. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Yeah, it's not really focusing here yet. Yeah, Ruinous Path. There we go. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. So Awakened 4, it's at sorcery speed. It's got 7 costs. So 7 costs destroy creature and get a 4/4 out of one of your lands. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to open this box up. Here you got Gideon. You get to see the sealed packaging. It's always fun to actually just hold one of these boxes. Just like, oh, I got all this hopefully value. So, alright. We're going to open this puppy up. Get my knife. There's a knife up there. Alright. Put that away. Alright, so let's open this puppy up. Alright, I'm not sure if maybe I should really pay attention to see if it's like the same, 3 people on the front as always. But we got Kiora, we got Gideon, we got that new ally knight person, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab 3 packs. And 3 packs. We're gonna do the top 6 packs. So 1, 2, 3. And we got a Nixilis, a Knight, and a Drowsy. Alright, so these are going to get saved for later. I'll tell you guys what I got later. You're probably like, you're only opening 6 packs, so why bother? Well, hoping to do some more content for the channel, and so let's see what I can do the best content I can do for 6 packs. And I'll just be going through a sealed pool. So we're just going to start opening these up and seeing what we got. So, just the camera real quick. I forgot to do my ritual. I'm not going to do well anymore. Didn't do the ritual. Alright, we got Swarm Surge. Sorcery, creatures you control get +2/+1 to combat. Close creatures you control also gain First Strike. Alright, so that seems pretty good. First Strike's pretty good. It's a Devoid card, so colorless. Just okay. Another colorless does not mean that you can play it in any deck you want, because any commander deck you want, because it's still got a black mana symbol if you can play it in your deck. For all intents and purposes, for most intents and purposes, it's a black card. It's got color identity, black, but it is colorless. Alright, so colorless Scion. You get 2 Eldrazi tokens, which are now 1/1s, which I think is interesting. They're Eldrazi Scion creature tokens. So the same thing as the tokens from the original Zendikar, except they're 1/1s instead of 0/1s, which means they can actually do combat damage. This is a lot better, but the problem is I don't think that any of the cards really make a good amount of them. So, but there's Call the Scions. See that there? Yeah. They got Merc Strider. He's a Eldrazi Processor. Spell if you may put a card on opponent owns from the exile, player's graveyard. If you do, turn target creatures on hand 3/2. So, play it, bounce that guy. So, that might be helpful if you get more cards to put things into exile. Angelic Gift. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has flying. Enchanted creature has flying. Alright, we got a Lava Step Raider. 1 cost Goblin 1/2. That actually is not that bad, especially in limited. If you're drawing for a super aggro deck, which from my understanding is actually not very good in limited. Like, it's hard to build, but if you can build it, this is probably part of it. It's in common, so then you can plus 3, pay 3 to give him 2/0 until end turn. So that seems like it actually might be decent. But we'll see. Draws a Sky Spawner. 3 cost 2/1 flyer, devoid. And when you put on the battlefield, you get basically you get 1 of your mana back and a token. So more tokens. A Hedron Blade. I remember reading about this card. I'm trying to remember what it does here. 1 cost, 2 equipped. A creature gets 1/1, and whenever equipped creature becomes blocked by 1 or more colorless creatures, it gains Death Touch until end turn. So anti-colorless stuff. Not just anti mainly, but in other cases, it's going to affect your artifact creatures too. So put it down. Bone Splinters. 1 black, sorcery, additional cost, sacrifice creature, destroy target creature. So use those tokens well enough. You can just pop the token and kill the creature. Let's see here. Unnatural Aggression. Target creature you control fights another target creature an opponent controls. If this creature an opponent controls would die this turn, exile instead. Oh, our first land. This is the white. I'm just about to tap land. I don't think we have a name for these, but when it's the battlefield, the creature gets +1/+1 and vigilance at end turn. So it comes in tapped, but the creature that gets the bonus 2 does not tap. All right, our first uncommon Skitterskin can't be blocked. Oh, sorry, can't block. That's completely different. That's so much different. It can't block. And you pay 2 to regenerate it. You can only activate this ability if you control another colorless creature. It costs 4/3. Doesn't seem too bad. Crumble to Dust. Exile target non-basic land for 4. You search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that land and exile them. Then the player shuffles his or her library. So you get that one of those fetch lands, and you just exile that one and all the other ones. Fun thing is, I actually watched someone do that. They exiled someone used their Misty Rainforest, and they used a surgical extraction actually to remove all of their Misty Rainforests. And the guy actually had 2 in his hand, so that really sucked. But sorcery, I don't think it doesn't seem very playable in our format, so we're just gonna move on from there. Adverse Conditions. This is I know this already. This has been a very heavy devoid pack so far. So, all right. Adverse Conditions. Instant. Tap 2 target creatures. That seems pretty good. They don't untap when they untap set. That seems very good. And you get a colorless Scion token. Yeah, that actually seems like a really good card for limited. And our rare is Akum Hellkite. He's got 6 cost 4/4 flyer, and when a land enters the battlefield under control, heals 1 damage to target creature or player. That damage is increased to 2 if it's a mountain. That seems alright. Alright. And our basic land is a forest, and I am so excited about them reprinting full art, so I'm actually going to separate these and put these aside. And what do we got here? It is a token. It is an elemental token, a 3/1 elemental token. I can't remember what makes this. I think it might be Omnath, but I'm not positive. I think he makes 5/5s, not 3/1s. So we're going to set that over here and land over there. I'm just going to separate these real quick into colors. Green, white, land. Ooh, land. Uh-oh, these aren't a WUBRG roller. Let's fix that. Green's over here. Black, colorless, blue, 1 white, blue, green, and black. All right, so we got some stuff working here. Looks like Grixis has the most colors, and it's got a rare, so that seems like a possibility. But yeah, we still got 5 packs left. So let's see here. Alright, so starting off... Oh, I didn't do the ritual again. Oh, these packs are going to be so bad now. Alright, so we got a Seek the Wild. I believe that's it's a top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land from among them and put into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Sorry about that. I thought I heard someone coming in. Just so might have. Just some cats though. So that seems okay. Just okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. It could be good if you actually want stuff in your graveyards, if in your cells in your library. But you know, if you're going for any sort of graveyard-based strategy, that's not really going to work. Next card is Oracle Dust. It is a devoid. 2, pay 2. Put a card from opponent's owns from the graveyard into the player's graveyard and draw a card. Discard card. That could be good, but we still haven't got anything to actually exile stuff. So, you know, put that there. Ultra's Reap. I actually, when this card was in Innistrad, I actually really tried to make it into like a black-white deck that used this and that demon that if you tapped it into the creatures, you could get a demon. Oh, that was a priest card. That's what it was, a priest. But I really liked this card because it would use the tokens to draw me more cards, and it was so good. So I really like this card. And with the Scion tokens, it'd be really good. Tandem Tactics. Up to 2 target creatures each get +1/+2 until end of turn, and you gain 2 life. That's the possibilities of doing a really good aggro deck, I feel. So we're gonna put that over here. No, pushing over the camera. Shouldn't be doing that. All right. Outnumbered. Deals damage. Instant deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. This card can be insane. It can also be really bad. So you know, it's one of those corner case cards. So it's probably really good in limited. Actually, I feel like it'd be decent in limited, depending on what you're doing exactly. Because I know because a lot of the creatures are really big, so actually it may not be as good because you need more creatures to make it worthwhile. So we'll see. Cloud Mantra is a 3/2 flyer for 4, 3 to blue. Fish. That seems alright. It's a flying fish. Just realized that. We'll put that here. It's our first non-devoid thing. Alright, Scour from Existence. 7, exile target permanent. Instant. This card is just pure colorless. I've heard people call it a budget something. I can't remember what they budget it as, but you know, it might be decent. You can see a vampire getting Zendikar vampire being removed. So put that here. Alright, this card is Grave Birthings. Target opponent exiles a card from his or her graveyard. You put a 1/1 colorless creature token on the battlefield. Yeah, all that. So it draws a token and you draw a card. So 3 to exile something, you get a token and draw a card. Seems okay. It seems like it might be limited playable. So I'll put that down there. Brute Hunter Worm, 4/3 for 4. Just green doing what green does, just playing some creatures and just being dumb old green. Not that it's dumb, just you know. Yeah. Spell Shrivel. This is one of our new 3-cost counter spells. Counter spell once the creature plays 4. And if the spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into owner's graveyard. So basically, it's like kind of like I'm not trying to remember the name of the card. Dissipate. I think Dissipate might have been 2 blue, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I'm also trying to wonder if Dissipate's the right word, but the card. But and it's you know, you can still go around it if you can pay for. So this might be decent. I'm not sure. Limited for sure would be good. So we're probably gonna play that card if it play blue. Angel Renewal. 6 cost flying 4/4. When it's at the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. Definitely a good top end for any sort of aggro deck. So and it's our first uncommon, so that's cool. Ulamog's Nullifier. I believe that this guy I actually really like this guy in a control deck. He's got a 4-cost 2/3 Devoid, Flash, Flying, so all sorts of good stuff there. When it enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards your opponent controls from exile into their graveyard, and if you do, you counter a spell. So it's 4-cost counter spell with a body, but you have to have exile stuff. And the thing is, we haven't had many things to exile anything. We have Scour from Existence, but that's it. We have not even gotten any ingest cards yet. So we're going to put that in the multi-card section, which I haven't really created yet, but yeah, here somewhere. This one is Retreat to Hargra. It's an enchantment, 2 and a black. Whenever land enters the battlefield you control, you can either give all your creatures target creature +1 and Death Touch until end turn, and each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Not you gain 1 for each one, but you just gain 1. And our rare is Oran Reef Hydra. Put this black card down real quick. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on him. If land is a forest, you put 2 of them on him. And it's a 5/5 for 6 with trample. That actually seems pretty playable for green card. Oh, just gonna drop cards. Put that there. Our land is swamp, and we get a core ally token. So put that with the tokens. Put the land with the lands. So pumped from new full arts. I should use that swamp if I don't open anymore, which I probably will, but probably need to set swamp for my modern deck. Alright, our third pack. I forgot to do the ritual again. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, okay. Territorial Baloth. You guys think my name's pronunciation's bad? Pronouncing cards is bad? You should hear some more people. Alright, it's a landfall. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, it's +2 until end turn. That's a 5 for a 4/4. So that seems okay for a green deck. Mindbreaker. He is a Devoid 3/3 for 4. When it enters the battlefield, you can put a card from exile into the graveyard. If you do, each opponent discards a card. Again, that's cool and all, but we don't have anything that exiles. I got another one that's Lobster Bravers. I'm not going to go over that one since I have one. Makindi Patrol. He's an ally. I think one of our first allies. Might be the only ally I think I've seen so far. So allies does not seem like it's going to be a theme of our deck that we're going to build anytime soon. So he's a human knight ally, 3 cost, 2 and a white for 2/3. Whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield under control, features control, gain vigilance until end turn. This is actually a really key card for the people who are trying to build Rally the Ancestors, Rally Allied deck, because he gives them vigilance, and that's vigilance is helpful. All right, let's put that there. Bone Splinters. We already have one of these. We're just gonna pass over that card. Unnatural Aggression. 3 cost instant Devoid. Her creature you control fights a hard creature your opponent controls. If a creature and opponent controls will die this turn, exile instead. There we go. So this is one of our first things that exiles. Besides Scar from Existence, is it's exile stuff. So that's that'll be helpful. So it's a +1 for green for the use of green. Another Sandstone Bridge. So we're just gonna put that with our lands over here. Another Cloud Vanta. Another Scour from Existence. Another Grave Birthing. And now we move on to our uncommons. We got Encrypted Desolation, which is 4 and 2 black. Devoid, exile target creature and target land. So there's something that's going to start doing some exiling. It's going to be really important for the control deck. So I'm actually really liking the control deck right now. There's been a few good things in the green, a few good things in like a Boros aggro deck, but I'm really liking black-blue control right now. Ondu Rising, 1 in a black, or 1 in a white rather. Whenever a creature attacks this turn, it gains lifelink until end of turn. The Wicked 4. So pay 4 in a white, and you get to make a 4/4 of your land. Right, so put that over here. All right, this is Molten Nursery. It is a focus. It is a 2 and a red enchantment, Devoid. and whenever you cast a colorless spell, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So that could be, if you're playing a lot of Devoid cards and you're playing red, maybe going for like a burn matchup. And we got another green, and this one, everyone's talking about this card. This card's really good if you're playing more than one color. It's 3 and a green for the 2/2 with Vigilance and Trample and Converge. And for every so the Converge is whenever a mana is spent on it, you get another +1 token. So if you're casting this, it is going to be a 3/3. It's going to be a 2/2 with a +1 counter at least because you're paying the green. If you pay 4 different colors, you're going to make it into a 6/6, which is actually really easy in standard right now. So this card's going to be really good in standard, they say. All right, move this out of the way. Down the green, a mountain, and a Drowsy Scion token. Looking for those expeditions. They say they're really rare. I know, but all right. What's she gonna do this time? Ready? Yes, we did it. Remember this time. That's our stories, our groups, my groups thing. WUBRG Weekly, also known as Team Ride the Buffalo. All right, yeah, Plummet. So this is a reprint. I'm sure some of the other cards might have been, but I don't know. Plummet destroys target creature with flying. Easy enough. You can just like flying creatures. Salvage Drone. This one's got Ingest. Now this is important for this is actually going to be really important for our control deck because of all the things that put things that are exiled back. Ingest. Whenever this creature does damage, you exile the top card of the player who you damaged graveyard. So that's 1 blue for a 1/1 creature, and when he dies, you may draw a card, and if you do, you draw a card. So you filter a card when he dies. That's actually really good. I really like this card. This is going to be really good for that deck. I really wish I would have been able to go to pre-release. All right. This is once it focuses, I'll just tell you what it reads, and it'll focus eventually. Calistria Healer. This is another ally. It's a vampire cleric ally. One in a black with a rally, and when him or another ally enters the battlefield, you can control each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. It's a 1/2. That's actually pretty good if you've got a lot of allies. I've always liked white black leanies, and actually not white pretty much white anything leanies except for green. I don't know why, I just never really liked white green. But white anything else I pretty much like. Next card is Blister Pod. It is a 1-cost Eldrazi drone with a void. When it dies, you get a token. This card is going to be really important. There's a few decks that rely on creatures leaving back things when they die. This guy's going to replace something in there. I can't remember what the deck is. I think it's a modern deck. So this guy might be modern playable. I might keep on to him a little more closely. Probably won't play him in this though. And I got another Outnumbered. Another Angelic Gift. I just realized I put this here in the wrong pile. A Valcoop Predator. He's a 3-cost 2/2 with landfall, 2 in a red, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, he gets +2/+2. So there's that. Sheer Drop, 2 in a white, destroy target tapped creature. So this is like an assassinate for white, and he has Awaken 3. It's actually not bad. It's sorcery speed, so you can't get that, but that's not bad. You might splash white for a couple more control cards. Maybe play Esper control. Another Hedron Blade. A Valakut Invoker. 2 and 1. I didn't realize they actually were imprinting these Invoker cards. There was a lot of them in the last Eldrazi block. I can't remember. I don't think this is the same one, but it might be. But 2 and 2/3 body. You pay 8, and he deals 3 damage to target creature or player. I really don't think it's the same one, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Zulaport Cutthroat, another ally, another black guy, one in a black for a 1/1 body, and whenever this guy, whenever he or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This is going to be really important for the Aristocrats deck in Standard. He's kind of like Blood Artist, except for Blood Artist triggers whenever any creature dies. And that's probably why he's uncommon. So this is our first uncommon. Put this together there. Alright, Royal's Retribution. This is a 5-cost instant that deals 5 damage to divided to choose among any number of protecting or blocking creatures. Again, another really good control card. Hedron Archive. This is also really good. If you're controlling the field, you're getting your mana up to play something big. Hopefully we get that big thing. Maybe we're just casting Scarred from existence, something like that. But we can also make it help us draw cards if we run out of steam. So that's a really good card for this. Some people are playing it in Standard. I know a lot of people are going to be playing this in Commander decks. It's somewhere between Hedron Archive, the other Hedron card from last time, 6 costs that does 3 mana and pay 3, tap it, and sacrifice to draw 3 cards. And it's also between a Mind Stone, which is 2 costs, taps for 1, pay 1, tap it, draw a card. Actually, I might just, yeah, let's just pay 1, tap it, draw a card. So that's that. Alright, and our rare is a, fits right into our color scheme that we want. Let me put this down right. Is a Wasteland Strangler. He's devoid, 2 in the black for 3/2, and whenever he enters the battlefield, you may put a card an opponent owns from exile into the player's graveyard. If you do, target creature gets -3 until end turn. So another really good control card. Put that. Black cards. Then our Swamp. And Emblem. Oh man, Nixilus Emblem. Emblems are always good to see because they're kind of like rare tokens. So put it there. Swamp. All right. Remember it again. Here we go. All right. That's a good sign. This is a Mist Intruder. Flying Ingest, Devoid, 1/2. Devoid. The Ingest will get us more cards to bring back and such to do certain abilities. So that's good. It's a flyer, so that's nice as well. Get some evasion in there. Myers Malice, 3 in a black. Target player discards 2 cards as a sorcery speed spell, and it's Awaken 3, so we can make our lands into creatures. If we pay 6. Not sure how I feel about that. It's okay. It's alright. Giant Mantis. It's got reach. It's a 2/4. So you're going to just trying to stop those flyers. All right, Brilliant Spectrum. This has got Converge. 4 cost. 3 in a blue. Sorcery. Draws cards where X number of colors of mana spent to cast this card. Then discard 2 cards. Oh. Not sure how I feel about that part. I mean, the most we're probably going to do is like 3 colors. So we're just netting 1 card. But we get to filter our cards, so that's the upside, I guess. Alright, Volcanic Upheaval. Destroy target land. Instant. Simple enough. 4 cost. Tandem Tactics. We already did one of those. So let's move on. Courier Griffin. Just back to it. Gain 2 life. 4 cost, 3 in a white. Flying Griffin, 2/3. So you got Flyer. Flyer's always good. Ooh. Benthic Infiltrator. He's a 2 in a blue. 1/4 with Devoided Ingest and can be blocked. That's really good. That's going to help us get those cards into their exile to put them in the graveyard really, really well. So that's it. I think it's going to be a really good card for our Esper control deck. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do. There might be some better options, but I'm pretty sure that's the option I'm going to go with. Even though it has, pretty sure, like 1 rare so far. So it's just Avoid 2 in a red. The Void, Touch of the Void deals 3 damage to target creature player. If a creature deals damage that way would die this turn, exile instead. So if you would want to play Grixis instead of Esper, I might want to play this. But we're definitely playing blue-black. Playing blue-black. Not sure if we're going to play play red or white. Stasis Snare. See, this is another reason why we should play white. Enchantment. When Stasis Snare enters the battlefield, exile target creature and opponent controls until Stasis Snare leaves the battlefield. So, we'll exile it, and then return it to the graveyard. And so this doesn't really affect it anymore, but, still the field and such. And he puts something in. Oh, and it's got flash right to the flash part. That's really important. The 2 white is pretty heavy. It'd be nice if we can get another, some dual lands of some sort. I haven't gotten any dual lands yet, and nothing about it. I think all the dual lands are rare, so that's probably unlikely we're going to get any of those. I'd like it, but, Alright, but it's a possibility. Sky Fluffer, this is like one of those new landfall cards. The new step links, if you will. Not as good, but either way. Whenever land enters the battlefield, it's got landfall, so 1 cost 1/1. Whenever battlefield land enters the battlefield, under your control, he gets +1/+1 until end turn. Retreat to Coral Helm. This is a 2 and a blue enchantment. Whenever land enters the battlefield, you can either tap or untap a creature, or you can scry 1. Scry is now maybe the word's vanilla or something like that. Actually, I don't think it's vanilla, but it's a keyword that every set can use now, so that's something. Oh, and we got a core ally for our rare. This is Monda Ambush Leader. He is 2, a red and a white, haste, rally. Whenever he or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may look at the top 4 cards of your library. If you do, deal any number of ally cards from among them. Put those cards on top of your library in any order, and the rest on the bottom in any order. 3, 4. So that seems pretty good. Oh my gosh. This is not an expedition. Real quick, this is not an expedition. It is a... This is a foil prairie stream. So it's one of the new Tangle lands, but it's a foil land. Oh man, that's sweet. I'm so glad I'm recording this. Oh gosh. Hi, pretty one. Oh, what's this? All right. So I got that. That's sweet. That is so sweet. I'm so pumped about that. You're gonna get foils, but it's I always think it's gonna be like a bad foil. I guess it's all right. It's still in the lands, nobody thinks it's very good, but I'm still sure it's worth something, and I'm happy about that. So and we can if we put this in the we play Esper, we can put this in for our land to play, so that's good. I'm gonna put that over here in the lands. We got a plains. We got an octopus token. Roar! This is what I came from Kiora. Kiora can make these. She makes 3 of them at once with her final ability, so that's cool. I don't think I've missed. May have missed one. No, I haven't missed a single pack full of tokens. Maybe they're not doing those other. Maybe they're always doing tokens now. Maybe, I don't know. All right. All right, last pack. All right, it's down the black card. This is a 3 and a black. The Void, 3/3. Drowsy Processor. When he enters the battlefield, you may put a card and opponent owns from exile to the battlefield. Okay, I think we actually have one of these already, so let's see what that actually. Fildar Cub, 2 and 2/2. We sacrifice him. Destroy target enchantment. This actually can be really good. Because we're really bad, but it's usually. It's decent. It depends on what you're placing against. Definitely good sideboard card, so we'll keep him in mind for sideboard to destroy enchantments. Boiling Earth, 1 in a red. Boiling Earth deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Awaken 4 for 7. So make it, so you can see by these awakens that the limited format has a very, very high top end for bombs and stuff. So it's definitely around. A lot of them are around the awaken cards, if not the Drowsy. All right, so this card is Titan Coils. Is a 1 in a blue enchantment aura. It's creature. It's -6, -0, and loses flying. If it has flying. You see Kiora there. It's a possibility. Maybe a sideboard card in case we face a deck that's got a lot of flyers. So that's good to know. Oh, we got a red land. Creature gets +1/+1 and first strike, which is also really good. First strike can be very good. So put that over here. Grave for things. We've already done this one. You can draw a card and all that. Eyeless Watcher can't remember if we did this one or not. I'm pretty sure we have. 3 cost 1, 3 cost 3 in a green. So 4 total. 1/1 devoid. To the battlefield, you make 2 tokens, 2 Eldrazi tokens. Eldrazi Devastator. Oh boy. All right, here we go. 8 cost 8/9 with trample. Carlos Eldrazi. Yeah. There we go. There's an actual Eldrazi there. All right, we're gonna put Carlos. I'm actually play him. And Wave Wing Elemental. 5 and a blue. 3/4 flying and with landfall, and landfall land to the battlefield. He gets +2/+2. So a lot of +2/+2 stuff. All right, this is our first uncommon. We got an ally. He is an 2/1 ally. So he's like that one soldier. I can't remember his name right now, but he's a one cost 2/1. But he's got ally, and so having an ally really increases his value because he can set off a bunch of ally triggers. So that's that. He can actually be useful in late turns. Put that over there. Horrible Ari. This is a 1 and a blue devoid instant. Let's focus. Right up. There we go. Alright. Lost it again. Alright. Counter target creature spell with converted mana cost 4 or less. The creature is countered this way, exile instead. There we go. More exile stuff. That's good. Blue. Alright. Pilgrim's Eye. 3 cost 1/1 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So this will get us more creatures. And then we got Ally Encampment, which is not going to be helpful for us because we're not going to be playing allies. But a land, oh, another foil. Eldrazi Sky Spawner. There we go. I mean, it's not it's not going to be worth anything, but it'll be good for this test of mine to see if I can build a decent sealed deck. So 2/1 for the 2/1 flyer makes tokens. That's good. An island, finally. It's like, how am I going to get islands for my decks? But I did. We're good. I got one. And another Eldrazi sign. So put that that way. Put that there. All right. At this point, let's pause the broadcast to start to build, and we'll see what I can come up with. All right. So we're back. I went ahead and just made a blue black deck, ranging from 1 cost to 8 cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, actually, I like about this. I probably should need to remove some cards, so we're gonna move one grave thing. I put 3 in, and I probably don't need that many, although they really help with exiling stuff. But I'm not sure if I need to exile that many things. So starting the first one, I got Salvage Drone, which has Ingest, and 2 Bone Splinters. I have a lot of ways to make some tokens, so I think those would be good, and shouldn't be, those will really help. Then we got a Mist Intruder, Horrible Ari, and Ultra Sweep. Draw cards, counter stuff, Ingest, flyers. Over here we got actually got 2 Eldrazi spawners to create tokens and flyers. So that's good. Swarm Surge gets me stuff. Grave Birthing gets me more tokens and exile stuff from your return. Wasteland Strangler gets me -3 to when it enters the battlefield and all that. And get some mana ramp or mana fixing if I absolutely need it, but I probably won't because it's only 2 colors. And there was no doubles of anything here. So actually, because I'm actually running 24 cards, I actually might just remove this and just play this stuff. All right, over here we got an Adverse Conditions, which taps the stuff and makes me tokens. Merc Strider, Flyer, Skitterskin. He's just a big hitter. Can't block, so you just keep attacking him. Hedron Archive to ramp up to some of these bigger spells here. Ulamog's Nullifier. Yeah. Counterspell, Flyer, Flash, all that. It's really good stuff. So this is a good removal spell. It's a 6 cost, but it removes not only just a land, a creature, instant speed. So that, it's an instant speed removal spell. Creature and target land. So I can get, if they're playing 3 colors, maybe I can take them off a color. Scour for Existence, as I look at it now, I'm actually less and less sure if it's actually good or not. I mean, it's a 7 cost instant or exile story permanent, but it costs 7, and a lot of stuff is, it's lower cost. So might be sacrificing a few tokens to cast it when I need it, but it's still there. And then just a big bomb with my Eldrazi Devastator, 8/9 Trampler. So many sacrifices for those tokens. I seem to be making a lot of. Actually, I feel like I'm making a lot of, but I might be wrong to cast him. But we'll see. So here's the deck. If it ever focuses, my camera's been having a really bad time focusing today. But there's the deck. I might post deck list later. I'm thinking about if I were a pre-release, I probably would actually build 2 different decks. The other deck probably being Mardu Allies, just because they seem to be the best there. But it probably wouldn't work out. I think this is the way to go here. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know what mail will look like. I'd probably have to do some math. But it looks like it'd probably be mostly close to a good even split. But alright, well, thanks for watching. Please be on the lookout for more content from us here at WUBRG Weekly, the non-weekly, as of late, magic source for magic news and content. Have a good day.